Hi there. Bit of a random share with you all today, but I just wanted to kind of let you guys all know and maybe get a little bit of feedback on whether you guys have done it and what sort of impressions you've had of making that decision. And it's basically about ordering food for yourself. So last night I decided I actually really quite fancied a takeaway. And it's one of those things that I don't know whether it really is hugely related to my eating disorder history or not, but I still find it a little bit odd deciding to order a takeaway for yourself, because I've always enjoyed a takeaway really when you're doing it with a group of people or with your family or with a partner, and it's kind of feels a bit indulgent and there's something fun about getting a takeaway in. But for whatever reason, last night, as part of my kind of effort to support the local economy, I decided I was going to order a takeaway. So it brought up a couple of things for me. One is there's never any reason why you need to justify whether you do or don't order some food or make some food for yourself. So for all those of you that are recovering from eating disorder and living on your own, it doesn't matter whether you are on your own and whether you're not accompanied by somebody. You still need to have a meal. You still need to make that a meal that you would enjoy. You've got nobody else to justify it to, other than the fact that your justification should really be, am I doing the thing in the moment that would help my recovery or hinder my recovery? If you make decisions based on the fact that you feel you should still be restricting, suppressing and avoiding, then that's not helpful to your recovery. So if by ordering some food in for yourself, it would be a more simple and less challenging way of you aiding your recovery, then I say go sister, go brother, do that. That's a great thing to do. So the other thing about ordering in the takeaway that it really flagged up for me last night, and I'd really again welcome some comments on that, was I think I'd got quite kind of excited about what this takeaway was going to be like. And it arrived and it was okay, like appearance wise it was fine, and I served it up and I just didn't enjoy it. It wasn't how I'd remembered that particular dish the last time I'd had it, and it just kind of, it was okay, and I finished the whole thing. And because I try not to leave food these days, because I'm kind of always, if I'm hungry when I start food, I always am challenging whether my old eating disordered thoughts might be saying, oh no, you should leave food. So I was still hungry and I ate it, even though I have to say it just wasn't as an enjoyable food as I'd recalled when I'd previously had that dish. And what that brought back for me was how much in our eating disordered world you can often think, oh, if it's not perfect, it's not worth having. And I can't tell you how many times in the thick of my eating disorder, if a meal came to my table in a restaurant or a family member served me something up, or I created something, and in any way it wasn't perfect because of the way it looked, because of the way it tasted, because the appearance wasn't quite what I thought it was, or because it wasn't served to me on the plate that I thought it was going to come on. If it wasn't perfect, I didn't want it. I used it as an excuse to just not keep kind of battling through and doing the right thing and eating. I would use it as just one more reason why I wouldn't have that item of food. So if anything kind of arose out of what I did last night, it was, no, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't the most ideal food, but food is just food. And actually in recovery, that's the one thing you should remember. You are trying to get well. You are not trying to create an artwork. Eat, get well. Food is just food. All right, speak again soon.